this. Alok, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra raising a question regarding the copy of the FIR, even though 2 FIRs have been registered, one under the POCSO Act, which leaves no scope for even bail.
Well, I think what I can talk about is what Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh is doing on his home turf, Gonda, in Uttar Pradesh, where he is right now. In fact, he's just spoken to the media also. He's not said too much, but we should try and take that soundbite on air as soon as we can. Basically, he has said that I have not yet received the FIR copy. I will speak once I have received the FIR copy. At the moment, my only reaction is no comment. So that is what the Wrestling Federation chief, who now faces 2 FIRs, one of them, like you pointed out, under the Stringent Child Sexual Offences Act or the POCSO Act. That is what his reaction has been. Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, just to go into a little bit of background about who he actually is, for the benefit of our viewers, Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh is a multiple-term MP from Kaisarganj in Uttar Pradesh's Awadh region, part of the Gonda district. He is also a strongman in the area. At the moment, he faces about 4 criminal cases. That all of this talk of him being a history cheater and a criminal, etc., is all all lies spread by the opposition, and that he is somebody who has a lot of educational institutions in the area. That bit is correct, the bit about him having educational institutions. He's also somebody with a lot of clout politically, not only on his seat in Kaisarganj, but also in the adjoining region. Nevertheless, he is perhaps facing the toughest battle of his life and career so far. The allegations against him are very, very serious. There are those who have asked why he has not yet stepped down as the Wrestling Federation chief, and those who are also saying, including the wrestlers, that they are not going to stop their protest until he is arrested by the Delhi police. Now, how this plays out over the next few hours or maybe the next few days is something that remains to be seen. But Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh at the moment is back to his home turf in Gonda. He does that sometimes. He stays in Delhi at some point, then for the weekends he's mostly on his home turf. So that's where he is. In fact, if you put those visuals on, where you see him garlanded, there are some 20 garlands on him. And there are reporters who are asking him, कि आपको ये माला कहाँ से मिली, इतने garlands कहाँ से मिले? And he says that, they have come to me from my supporters from various places, from the Saryu Ghat in Ayodhya, which lies very close to where his hometown is, and also from Hanuman Gadi, which is again a famous temple in Ayodhya. So it does seem that Mr. Singh continues to remain defiant in one sense or the other. He had spoken in a little more detail last evening. By that time, the police had not yet registered the FIRs, or at least not told us that he had registered the FIR. They had registered the FIRs, and at that point of time, he had said that he respects the Supreme Court of India, and that he also respects the Delhi police and their writ, and that he is going to cooperate in any investigation that takes place. So at the moment, I don't think we are going to...
In the judiciary, he had welcomed, that decision by the Supreme Court ordering for that FIR to be filed against him.
Well, he had. I don't think he had welcomed the filing of the FIR, so to say, but what he had said was that I respect the Supreme Court and I respect the Delhi police, and if this is what the Supreme Court has done, I respect it, and that I am not going to say too much at the moment, and I will cooperate in the investigation. I think the one point that also...
Alok, just stay with us. Let's just listen into what he had to say, and we'll come back to you.
सांसद जी, आपने कल कहा था कि FIR दर्ज हो चुकी है या दर्ज नहीं हो रही है?
Alok still with us. Alok, he hasn't received that copy of the FIR. Well, yesterday he went on to say, I'm not running anywhere. I'm in my house. By now, a case must have been filed against me, and I'll cooperate with the Delhi police. And that case that has been registered at the police station in Connaught Place here in the national capital.
Well, you are right, and in one sense, he has not really run away. He is in his house. He is speaking to the media, even if he says no comment. So he's very much there. We've been talking about, he is, he's somebody who enjoys a lot of clout, and that's the point that the wrestlers who are protesting have also made, that because this is a man who enjoys so much clout politically and otherwise, it's necessary for them to be on his feet and to protest the time that he is affected. Mr. Singh, like you heard, remains defiant. At the moment, he didn't say too much. He only said that, I'll wait for the FIR, etc. No comments right now. Maybe I'll speak later. Maybe I'll not. But I think there can be no doubt that this is a tough battle for him. The charges that have been brought against him, or at least the case, the FIR sections that have been invoked against him are very, very stringent. And in most cases like these, there is an arrest. So one waits to see how the Delhi police is going to investigate. Are they going to carry out an inquiry? Are they going to call him in for questioning? When that happens, those things remain in a flux. But yes,
given that out of the 2 FIRs, one is under the POCSO Act, which leaves no scope for even bail.
Yes, it does not leave scope for bail in terms of the fact that it's a non-bailable offence, meaning that even if bail has to be sought for, it has to be in a court of law. It can't be from a police station. So one has to wait to see what actually happens. And I think those steps, like I've been saying over the last some time, still remain in a flux. One waits to see how it pans out. But I think the interesting for the lack of a better word, is that Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh continues to remain defiant in one way or the other. There are some cases where we'll have some people, decide to hunker down, to not speak too much. But he's very much there. That public display is very much there. The man spoke to us when he was garlanded, and that tells you a story of what he thinks about this, or how he is going to play this out. So one waits to see what happens, Divya.
Right.